The second phase of the three-day Bisho Ijtema ended today with Akhiri Munajat. The three-day District Commissioner Conference will hold from 24 to 26 January, said the Cabinet Secretary. And it is time for BNP leaders to resign from the party due to failure in election and agitation, said Obaidul Qadir. Assalamu alaikum, welcome to myTV News. I'm Fawzia Roshan with you in the newsroom today. We are still watching the headlines and I'm going to the details. The second phase of the three-day Bisho Ijtema ended today with Akhiri Munajat. Maulana Muhammad Yusuf Kandalvi, son of Maulana Muhammad Saad Al-Kandalvi, conducted the final prayers. Thousands of devotees raised their hands seeking forgiveness and blessings for peace and prosperity of the country and Muslim Ummah. Earlier, hundreds of thousands of people reached the Ijtema ground on foot from dawn to participate in the prayers. Meanwhile, the metro rail will run from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. today for smooth movement of the devotees. The second phase of a 56th Bisho Ijtema began on Friday with Amboyan after Fajr prayers. The three-day District Commissioner Conference will held from 24 to 26 January. Cabinet Secretary Muhammad Mahbub Hossain said that discussions will be held in the light of 245 proposals received from various ministries in this conference. He said this at a press conference organized on the occasion of the Deputy Commissioners' Conference at the Secretariat at noon. He also said that this year's conference will have guidelines for land management, law and order, improving the quality of education and keeping the price of goods affordable on the occasion of the upcoming Ramadan, stating that the field administration cooperates in all the elections. The Cabinet Secretary said that the field administration will cooperate as necessary in the upcoming elections from the experience of the assistant in the elections. It is time for BNP leaders to resign from the party due to failure in election and agitation, says Awami League General Secretary Obaidul Qadir. He said this at a press conference after a meeting at the Shoruk Bhavan today. Meanwhile, the Minister of Road Transport and Bridges said that since there is no democracy in the BNP party, their leaders do not believe in democracy. Obaidul Qadir said to stop in a coordination to ensure order on the roads so that the common people get the benefits of the government's development. Wherever there are mistakes, we are correcting them as soon as possible after accepting the responsibility of those mistakes, says Minister of Education Dr. Deepu Moni. The Education Minister also said that whenever the mistake is identified and will be, we immediately correct it and send it to all the educational institutions and put it on our website. In addition, our process will continue to improve as we improve our process. This was said by the Education Minister in the speech of the chief guest at the meeting of the Curriculum Development Program held at the International Mother Language Institute of the capital today. The cold wave has started to pass, and as a result, the temperature is gradually increasing. However, mild cold current is blowing in Rangpur Division and Nauga and Molovibadar today. The Department of Meteorology said that although the weather is normal for now, there is no danger of cold current. However, at the end of the Bengali month Magh, cold wave may flow again. Today, Tetulia in Panchagor and Sri Mongol in Molovibadar recorded the country's highest temperature of 8 degrees Celsius. Three people from the same family were killed in a collision between a motorcycle and a passenger bus in Bhanga, Faridpur. The tragic accident happened at Masurabad bus stand of Dhaka-Khulna highway in the afternoon. Later, the angry crowd set the bus on fire and it was completely gutted. Additional Superintendent of Police Helaluddin confirmed the incident and said that the body has been recovered and handed over to the family. Health Minister Zahid Malik said that he wants to provide practice facilities at the workplace of doctors. He said that they should get the facility to practice in the institution where the doctor is working, so that they do not have to go to different clinics or chambers to practice outside. We wanted to provide this facility. It has been discussed in detail. The Minister of Health said these things in a press conference at the meeting of the Ministry of Health on Sunday. The minister also said that doctors can do this after certain duties in government hospitals. He said there will the doctors set how much will their fees can be and who will see which patients for how long. We talked about everything. Viewers, now international news. People across China have rung in the Lunar New Year with family gatherings and cows visiting temples after the government lifted its strict zero-COVID policy, marking the biggest festive celebration since the pandemic began 3 years ago. The Lunar New Year is the most important annual holiday in China. Each year is named after one of the 12 signs of the Chinese zodiac in a repeating cycle, with this year being the year of the rabbit. For the past 3 years, the celebrations were muttered in the shadow of the pandemic. With the easing of most COVID-19 restrictions, many people could finally make their first trip back to their hometowns to reunite with their families without worrying about the hassles of quarantine, potential lockdowns, and the suspension of travel. Sacked Barani Police Inspector Sohail Rana, accused in the e-orange scam, who was sentenced for trespassing, has filed during bail from an Indian court. Earlier, the court granted him bail on the condition of appearing at the police station every week. However, the country's police told the Calcutta High Court today that he ran away after getting bail. Earlier, the police headquarters submitted a report to the office of the Attorney General of the Supreme Court of Bangladesh. It is reported that Sohail Rana has been sentenced by an Indian court. He is in Presidency Correctional Facility in Alipur, West Bengal. The British media BBC recently published a documentary on the role of the current Indian Prime Minister Narendra Modi in the Gujarat riots. There has been a storm of discussion in Indian politics about this. However, the BJP termed the documentary as a propaganda. This time, the Narendra Modi government has ordered the social media YouTube and Twitter to remove the related videos and links. According to a related source, the country's Ministry of Information and Broadcasting has asked the two social media outlets to take down the first episode of the BBC documentary. Sources also said that social media platform Twitter has been ordered to remove 50 tweets related to the documentary.
They have no right to talk about the internal matter of any government.
A bus carrying 65 devotees overturned on its way back to India from Nepal. At least 45 people were injured in this incident. The bus was returning from Triveni Dham in Nepal. All the devotees are residents of Gorakhpur in Uttar Pradesh. According to the police, after visiting the Triveni Dham, many people took a holy bath in the Narayani River. The bus fell into a hole and lost control and overturned. After receiving the news, Nepal police officials reached the spot. The injured were rescued and taken to Privitjad District Hospital. The injured are being treated there. Viewers, about to the end of the headlines once again. The second phase of the 3-day Bisho Ijtema ended today with Akhiri Munajat. The 3-day District Commissioner Conference will hold from 24 to 26 January, said the Cabinet Secretary. It is time for BNP leaders to resign from the party due to failure in election and agitation, said Obaidul Qadir. People across China rang in the Lunar New Year with family gatherings and crowds. And Novak Djokovic reached the last 16 in men's singles and Australian Open. That's all from our newsroom for now. Thanks for being with us. To join with MyTV News online, visit YouTube/MyTVBD News. And to watch all our programs, visit YouTube/MyTV Bangla, Facebook/MyTV Bangla. Our next bulletin will be telecast in Bangla at 7:30 p.m. Don't forget to join with us. Till then, stay connected. Allah Hafiz.